Welcome to a recorded training, unscheduled, unrehearsed, and giving honor and appreciation to the United States Marines as today's sponsor. There we go. That was a proper beginning. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I am recording this. I am going to show you the strategy, the purpose, the philosophy, and the technique of building a set of autoresponders. First of all, let's talk about email deliverability. The more images and code that you put in your email letter, it's exponentially, as you increase that code, its deliverability exponentially decreases. This is why when you see the email that I send out, I keep it as minimal as possible. I never use images, ever. I don't believe that you should send a blog or a website page out into the email. First of all, 90% of the email filters out there will refuse to deliver a heavy laden email filled with images. Images is how your privacy is affected. Did you know that? You know, a lot of the other inbound marketing platforms out there, they talk about lead nurturing. The way they lead nurture is that somebody opens up the email, they know it, you send them another email, and you get a notification they're opening up the mail, which in my world is an absolute direct violation of your privacy. But that's how they do it. Because when that image in your email, it resides on my server, when you open up that email and allow images to display, that IP address, that client, that website, that software identifies itself to the server. The server then records all that information saying this particular email with this particular image for this particular IP address and this particular email client is being accessed, thereby being that every image, this is what these guys do. If I send an email to Sue, the image will be image, then like a question mark Sue Bennett, or it'll say image question mark Dennis Roeder, or image question mark Merrill, whatever. That therefore in my logs it will identify that image question mark Sue Bennett was opened up at this particular time by this particular mail client with this particular IP address. All that information, big data, is being gathered on you and kept in a database to track you. How many people here like that? Are you really happy about that? That every email you open up, there are big, huge companies gathering up all that information, and they drop cookies, and they read that. The next time you open up an email, that cookie will tell them, you know, you went to this website, you looked at this, you looked at that, and they gather all that up, and they keep all that information, unbeknownst to you, against your will, to track you. You didn't know that, did you? Most of you didn't. And so on the surface, when you're looking at a service, it says, yes, and we have lead nurturing. We let you know when a person opens up that email. We let you know if they clicked on that link. We let you know what they're doing so you can spy on them and get to know everything that they're doing so you can customize your next message to them according to all the spying you've done on them. Me, I'm a maniac. I'm an outlaw. I am a champion against this. I've been a champion against this since the 90s. Ask Sue, ask Dennis, ask, the other people in here have known me for a while. They'll tell you that I have been fighting this my whole life. I believe it is a violation, a gross violation of your privacy. So, the mail systems out there like Gmail and Yahoo and your the email that you use when you host a domain on a hosting service like I use KnownHost. They give you the ability to filter out or turn off images. But there's more than just images in all this code. So I have a code threshold, and my code threshold number from 1 to 100, 100 allowing all the code that you can pack into an email down to 1, where I allow no code whatsoever. It has to be absolute 100% text. I'm at about a 20. I will allow bold tags, paragraph tags, line breaks, URLs. I will not allow images. I will not allow JavaScript. I will not allow iframes. I will not allow embeds or any of that stuff. Just I think six different codes. The bracket B, bracket BR, bracket P, bracket inline IL, which is a horizontal line. I don't think it's IL. I think it's, what is it? HR. Bracket A, for horizontal, for aref. Maybe a couple more. I don't put in images. So if you think that you're going to go create a document file, like I'm not really picking on you. So if I don't let me make you cry, Veronica. I'm going to pick on you. I'm not really going to pick on you, but I am going to pick on you. Okay. Just a second here. Start the screencasting. All right. So she asked this question: how do I upload this document to become an autoresponder? Like, you don't. I mean, you can. You can go into this system, and I think under File, let's see. There's a place in here where you can get the code as an HTML code. You can save as HTML. I think you go to Save As, and you change it to HTML right there. Change it to HTML. Then you can open that up, and you got all the horrible, messy code in the world that you can put into your email. And when you send it out to 1,000 people, 2 will get it, and 1 will open it up. So you don't want to do that, do you? But there's a really cool way to do this right. Now, I asked Veronica, do you have these images somewhere? And she doesn't. This is just a template, so that image is embedded in there. So what we're going to do, we got this image for her first page. What we're going to do is we're going to create a blog. A series of blogs. How many emails are going out? I asked Veronica this. She said 2. Right? So of the 2, tell me which is 1. I'm assuming that this is part of that email number 1, and this is part of same email 1. Yes or no? You understand me, Veronica? Yes. So is this email number 2? All right. So this is the first autoresponder. This whole page here is the first autoresponder. Okay. How many others are there? 11 like this? Is that what you're saying? So you're going to be sending off 11 autoresponders? All right. So we want to make 11 blogs. 11 blog articles. And this is going to be our first blog article. Okay? And we're going to make it look as close to this as we possibly can. So we want a big old butterfly or not? Well, let's gear up. Instead of trying to be like the template, let's make a blog that works really well on all the different devices that look at it. So we don't want this big, huge butterfly background. We can live without it, but we will go get a butterfly. All right, so we're going to go find a butterfly, and we're going to upload it. I'm going to upload it to my domain. Now let's talk about this for a second so you understand. We are about to release into our beta development system our blockchain. It's almost done. We're writing a letter about it today. We're sending out a press release tomorrow, and this weekend's going to be all about that in the Entrepreneur Program. The reason why I'm saying that is because in our blockchain, we are building into it that every single one of you gets your own domain. Okay? Do you know what I mean by that? How many people here were in Veritech at the time when we were including in Veritech the hosting account? Remember you had a cPanel? All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go get another domain right now. We are planning on getting the top level domain .hive. Whether we get it or not is yet to be seen because that's going to be in 2020. It's probably going to be a doozy of a price tag. In the meantime, we're probably going to take something like markethive.co, and we're going to make that a secondary domain that when you sign up in Market, or you already have a Market Hive account. Sue, what's your username in Market Hive? Is it Sue Bennett? Somebody give me a username so I can just make an example of you. Verosa. All right. When we do this, and this is coming very soon, you will be verosa.markethive.co, and you will have a cPanel attached to it and a WordPress account attached to it. So what's going to happen with this, with these changes we're making, when you go into markethive.com, you're going to have up here images, and you're going to have it in your group, not in your group, in your profile. There's going to be a link for images. Right now, it's not there, but you're going to have an image system in here. So you're going to be able to upload images. But when you upload images, whether it's through the image system in markethive.com, your dashboard, or you go log into your verosa.markethive.co, all your images are going to go in that account. Oh, I should know that, Sue. See, there you go. I'm having a senior moment. I even picked it for you. Anyway, what I'm going to show you here is we're going to go out there and we're going to find some images. Hang on a second. All right. So we're going to type in large yellow butterfly. Hold on, I'm being interrupted. All right, so large butterfly, and so we're going to go to images and see if we can find something close. Doesn't have to be exactly that, but something along the lines of what we're looking for. Does that work for you, Veronica? Yes or no? You can say no. It's okay. I'll keep looking. I may not like it. No, that one's. Let's see. At your right. There's 3 or 4 at my right. And it has to have a white background. That's an interesting, but that's too interesting. There we go. No, it's too small. That's a template. How about that one? Does that one work for you? Okay, so I'm going to save that one. So I'm going to go save image as, and I'm just going to go put it into my simple image folder because I'm not. So I'm going to put it in my image folder. I'm just going to save it here, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just going to call it yellow butterfly. It's a transparent. So because I'm going to upload it into my WordPress. I'm assuming you have a WordPress, Veronica. Okay. I'm going to send this butterfly to you as well. But now we need 2 seagulls. Do they have to be seagulls? Or just birds? Because your other picture in here are those birds. In fact, I can actually export this, I think. Save as picture. And I think I can just go to my image folder and and save it as birds dot JPEG. Okay, I think that's there. So Veronica, I'm going to send these to you in your Telegram. So just confirm that you got them. See, getting ready to send them. There they are. Here they come. Okay, so now we have our images, and now we're going to have to format. Now, I have another question for you, Veronica. Is it absolutely necessary for this to be a dark red with the white knockout? And the reason why I ask this is because all of you jot this name down, David Ogilvy. He is considered the godfather of advertising. I've read everything. He was back. Ogilvy and Mathers was his ad agency in the 50s, 60s, 70s, I think, maybe in the 80s in Madison Avenue. His firm is the number one advertising firm. He spent millions of dollars figuring out the psychology of print. What gets read, what gets rejected. And he discovered that the more complicated you made your ad, the less people read it. Goes to show you how people are. We as designers want to put a whole bunch of images in there and black backgrounds and rainbow blinky things and fireworks going off because we like to show off our design capabilities. How many people here in Veritech remember the website Blastomatic and the website WebCatch? Okay, but I'm explaining the psychology behind this so you guys understand. WebCatch was pathetic in getting leads. But it was a beautiful site with that robot spider and all the sparks flying and everything. It was really cool. We really showed off how cool we were in our designs. Blastomatic, on the other hand, was a rather boring looking website. It had content, very little images in it. One good lead in WebCatch was equal to 10,000 incredible leads in Blastomatic. Blastomatic was boring. It was designed according to David Ogilvy. Whereas WebCatch was, hey, we're really cool artists and we do really cool stuff. Look at all this really awesome stuff. Right? Didn't you guys think WebCatch was a really cool looking website, but you didn't get any leads from it? You remember? But Blastomatic was a rather boring site, and that got you more leads than you could handle. And they were good leads. You call them up, and they do business with you. It was an amazing. So I proved David Ogilvy right. So with that said, I, knowing what I know, reject the red background and the white knockout. It doesn't do anything other than it. What it's called is it is not exhausting. It is. There's a maintenance level to it. It causes the right reader's eyes to have. It causes fatigue. And if you cause fatigue, you lose readership. Just like I did the research on creating a capture page. I did a coffeepro.org and a coffeepro.io or something like that. The .io is a simple video and the little widget for signing people up. And then coffeepro.org was a 5-page, really in-depth website all over. I would have 1,000 connections to the simple little video and that's it, and a title and a widget for, you had 3 options to register, and it's 1,000 connections to Coffee Pro. I got 800 signups on the simple one. I never got any signups on the coffeepro.org. Though it's a beautiful website. It really is incredible. And it was giving away free coffee samples just like the other one. The other one was a 45-second video talking about getting free samples, and just click that and boom. And the other one was 5 pages of testimonials, fat people getting skinny, videos of the scientists explaining the science behind the coffee. Yeah, blah. You could spend 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes on that website getting all the information you need so you could decide that you were too fatigued to go any further. Look, too much work. That's the psychiatry, the psychology behind this. So we're going to reject this part here, but we're going to keep the content and we're going to make a blog. All right. So this is going to be our blog, and so I'm going to create the blog now. You ready? So I'm going to move this aside, and I'm going to go to. First of all, I'm going to go into my MarketHive.net. I'm going to upload the images. So right now, the way things are, I upload the images in my website. I don't upload the images into markethive.com. And I like that because then I control them. See, the reason why we're going to have a separate domain that you own, that you control, because the way our blockchain is going to work is that you own all of your information. All of your image uploads, all your video uploads, all your sound files, all your everything, you own it. And it's on your domain. That's your domain. You own that domain. You own about.markethive. Whatever it's going to be. So if you decide that you don't want to be in MarketHive anymore and you hit that nuke button, that cPanel, that WordPress, that domain about.markethive.co is terminated, deleted, ceases to exist. All information, everything is gone. Boom, bang, no more. If you should upload an image that some European country, which has a new law that can sue MarketHive because we're publishing a copyrighted image, we can say we're not publishing it. We have a subscriber who's pointing to a image that you say you control on another domain. Go after them. So then the responsibility falls on the individual, not the company. Do you understand how cool that is, what we're doing? While Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and all of the rest are going to freak out. What do we do? Because they're all said they're going to be liable to hundreds of millions and billions of dollars of lawsuits. And we're not. But it also makes it simple for you. So in the meantime, what I do is I upload my own images. And our image upload system will look like this. Just little folders that you create. So I go to my media and my library, and I'm going to upload those images. So I'm going to go select my files. I'm going to go to external. And come on. These two I'm going to upload. All right, so I'm going to start out my first. Now, a question. This also has a potential of being broadcasted out to a bunch of social networks, Veronica. So do you want this image to be the image that shows up? Do you want a title on it, in other words? Do you want me to treat this with a title? Because if you do, we have to go into Photoshop, put a title on it, and save it separately. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go into my Photoshop. Okay, well, I'm back and the recording has started. And we're going to put a headline on the graphic. You all see the graphic. You're not going to see all the interface and stuff, but, that's okay. We're going to put the title on there, which looks like where's our title? There we go. El Rincon Liam. Okay, copy that. Okay, so I'm going to put that title in. And I click on my little text. Click the text. Do a paste. I'm going to enlarge it. We're going to make it centered, justified center. Let's see if we can find. Well, that's Verdana. I like Verdana, but let's try some other. Let's try. Let's try this one. Just a second, I'll tell you what it is. We want CG Omega. Okay, so we come over here, we'll click on that, choose CG Omega. I like CG Omega. Makes a great title. Make it bold. Bold. There we go, bold. And we're going to make it yellow. Make its color yellow. And we're going to give it a outline of black and a drop shadow. Okay, so there's the stroke with one and maybe two on the stroke. There we go, and then a drop shadow, a little richness, and I'm going to lighten up the color again because the color tends to fade right into the other system, into the butterfly, so we'll make it a little bit lighter. There we go. There. All right. Now we're going to save, or we're going to save for web, and it's going to be a PNG. Just a second here. I think I just picked up on a little problem on the background. It's not a real transparent background. That's a phony transparent background. We gotta deal with this. See, that's a real transparent background. So that, some of these images do this kind of stuff just to mess with us. But you know what? I know how to fix it. And here's what we're gonna do. Boom. Cancel. We need this to become duplicate layer. And get rid of that layer. Delete that layer. Okay, now we hit delete. There, now we have a real transparency. Okay, that's important. All right, so now we're going to save for web without the title, and we're going to save for web with the title. So this is going to be called Yellow Butterfly, and we're going to save that. And now we're going to put the title on it, and we're going to say, we're going to do save for web, and we're going to give this one the same name but with the additional tag on title. You can't see me doing this, but you will in the recording. All right, save. There we go. So now we have that image ready to upload to All right, so Veronica, you like this? Are you okay with this? Okay. So now we're going to go back to our media. That's a bad file. So we're going to delete that one. Yes, delete it. We don't like that. We got duped. Now we're going to put these two in there. These are the good guys. All right. So this is going to be, there should be another one. There we go. We're going to start with this one. So what we're going to do, now that we have it uploaded to our, this is uploaded to my domain, markethive.net is, it's not .com, it's where I have a blog. So I'm going to copy the image location. Very important that you understand that. Now I'm going to go into my groups so you understand what I'm doing first. I don't have the necessary group for this, so I'm going to create a group called Autoresponder. Okay? I'm not setting this up for everybody else. I'm just setting this up so that when I do the blocks for my autoresponders, it's in this group. Okay? Does that make sense? It's not a group I want everybody else to join. It's just my group, so it's not open for everybody else to join. It's my group because this is where I'm going to use this group to blog to create the destination link for my autoresponders. But bear with me, it's going to eventually here make sense. So I'm going to click on new group, and the group is going to be autoresponders. I don't even need to upload a icon for it. So my permalink is going to be autoresponders. or whatever else you want it to be. It doesn't matter what the category is. I'm just going to put advertising description, blog, group for my series of autoresponders. Right? Simple. Everyone can see the group. Only logged in system members can see the group. I got to be careful how I do this because I'm going to be pointing to the blogs which are controlled by this. So everyone can see the group, but no one may join at this time. All right? Create group. There's my group link. There's my group. Okay, so now I can blog to my group. So now I'm going to go to blogs, and I'm going to choose autoresponder to where I'm going to blog to. Everybody with me on this so far? That's all making sense. Because that's the power of what we have here with groups. You can have literally unlimited numbers of groups, so you can have unlimited categories of blogs. You can blog for this purpose to this group, blog for that purpose to that group. You can create collaborative blogging, have 10 or 15 people all working on producing content in this particular group for this particular blog, which is broadcasting out, doing all kinds of things with autoresponders and all that stuff. Market Hive is an integrated inbound marketing platform integrated to a social network. There's nothing like it in the world. And it's, if one person can be powerful with an inbound marketing platform, imagine what 300 people collaborating can do. And that's the power of Market Hive. All right, so we're going to go write a new blog, and we're going to choose autoresponders. Select a category. I'm just going to choose something. Just post title. Okay, so what's the title of our blog? Well, we're going to see what we have from Veronica. Is it La Fuerza de Dios está en tu interior? Is that the title? Okay. Do you want Acceptalo on there too? Do you want this all right there? Okay. So that's going to be the title of our blog. All right, so we go back to our blog, post the title. Post link doesn't matter. That's coming out on the next revision we do. But I did notice that there was keywords down here. Dios, Fuerza, Manifestation, Interior, Armistead. Only 2 of these are going to work for keywords throughout all the social networks. So I'm going to take Dios and Fuerza. I'll take this one because 3 works in one, but only 2 works in Twitter. So I'm going to take those 3, copy them, I'm going to go to the system, and here in the keywords, pay attention now. Don't put hashtags. The system will do it. Don't put spaces. Put a comma. Comma designates the second or third or fourth keyword. So I'm taking out the spaces and I'm putting in a comma. All right. That's 3 keywords. That's 3 hashtags right there. All right. Okay. So now we're going to go into our system, and our system title is going to be the same thing as our post title. So I'm going to post that there, and I'm going to make it in its size. I think it's the size or normal. It's normal. I'm going to make it heading 1. Why? Does everybody here understand why you make your title in your blog title heading 1? Do you know why that's important? Google recognizes heading 1 as being the highest authority. Don't make everything that way, but it'll look at your blog, and if it's got heading 1 tags on it, they know that that's the most important. So they tend to keyword that which is heading 1. Everything else you put into your blog should be heading 2. Now, we also want to put in here a hidden image. And we also want to put in here a not hidden image. So in the hidden image, we're going to click on our little image URL thing here. We're going to go over to our media library, and we're going to make this a hidden image. So we're going to copy image location, come back over here, put the image location here, and our width is going to be 1 pixel, and our height 1 pixel. That's it. Nothing else we're going to put in there. That gives us a hidden image that gets picked up as a thumbnail in Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and some of the others. So it's important that you put one of those in there. But we want to use the same image for the article. Okay, so we're going to go back to that, and we're going to copy the same image. Copy image location. Just double checking. Going to do the same thing, but now we're going to let it be bigger. That's too big. 700 is the maximum I use in blogging. The way our blog tool works is once you've made a blog and somebody goes and looks at it with a phone or a tablet or a laptop or whatever, it's responsive. Right now, part of Market Hive is responsive. Our blogs are responsive. So what we don't want is a huge image tag in here. So when this is populating out to the other social networks on your WordPress, if you make the image bigger than 700 and somebody is subscribing to your blog and that goes over onto their WordPress and it's at 900 or 1500, whatever, because you didn't pay attention, and it blows their WordPress out, makes it all messed up because it's too big of an image, then they stop subscribing to you, right? So 700 is the sweet spot. Anything up to 700 is fine. You go past 700 and you start breaking systems down the stream. Well, when you're blogging in Market Hive, you are putting things into the stream and it's going down the stream. And you could literally have thousands of people subscribing hundreds of social networks, WordPress blogs to your content. The moment you start polluting that stream with bad images or bad content, people stop subscribing. Make sense? Makes sense. Okay. So we click OK. And now we're going to expand. This is what this little thing here does, expands. All right. That formatting, extra space here and here, is not good. And I'm going to take the time to do it right. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm also going to delete that one. And I'm going to change my image to reduce it down in size so that it fits better. I don't need all that extra space. So here I am editing it. I'm going to crop it. All right. And I go to my crop tool and I crop and I go to save for web. See, save for web. And this one is the one with the title. So it's that one there. I'm going to replace that one. Replace. All right, then I'm going to take the title out and I'm going to go save for web. And this is without the title, so I'm going to save it to the one without the title and replace it. All right, so now I'm going to go back to, see, I'm no different than you. I made a mistake. I got to go fix it. I make sure I do it right. Yeah. Time is money, but doing it right is more important. There's an old saying, you never have time to do it right the first time, but you always have time to do it right the second time. I've learned my lesson. All right, so I'm going to go select those again. This time, they're properly formatted. Copy image location, go back here. All right, so I'm going to put in a hidden one again. Click there. Hidden. It's going to just be 1 pixel width and 1 pixel height. And you'll see, you don't see it. Now I'm going to put in the image full here, and I'll make it 700 so I don't blow out my stream down the stream. Click OK. All right. That's not right. All right. This is a cache issue, so I got to go back here and cache. Come on. There we go. Copy image location. It's interesting it does that. I don't know how it does that, but you know, I don't keep an eye on it. It will snap to you when you replace an image. All right, so there we go. one, click OK. And then we're going to put the image in again. The third time's the charm. Do it right or do it over. Okay, so we're under 700 now, so I click OK. See, it looks a little better, doesn't it? Now I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so it matches the title above, but it doesn't have to be absolute because I tell you what, depending on what device you're looking at, all this stuff moves around. I'll leave it at that though. That looks pretty good. Are you happy so far? You like? Veronica, you like? I'm using a ping, Sue, because ping allows a background to be transparent. JPEG doesn't. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to put the rest of the content in there. So go, or part of the content for now. Okay. So now we're going to go get this content right here. Copy. And then we're going to come here and I don't know. I think we'll paste. It'll paste without format. If it pastes with format, I have to do something different. It's pasting with format. All right. So I need to open up just a text, a WordPad. So just have to paste it, into WordPad. Take it out of WordPad. That removes the formatting that Microsoft Word gives it. All right, now it should be without format. There we go. That's what I want. All right, so instead of just having a background color, I mean we can play with a little bit of formatting. So just bear with me. We're gonna play around a little bit. So I'm going to take my size from normal to heading 2, okay? And my letter, I'm going to make it bold, but I'm also going to give it a highlight. Now, what's the highlight? I know that there's a highlight in here someplace. Text color, background color. I think it's background color. We're going to make the background color yellow. I want the background color to be that yellow, just to see what we can do. Okay, so more colors, selected colors. So we're going to go back to back to Photoshop. And we're going to look at our color for our text. And that color is, you can see right here. We copy that hex code. If you have Photoshop, there's other systems out there that do something similar. All right, so I take that hex code and I'm going to paste it right there. Or there. Paste it there. Click OK. No, that's not getting it right. Let's try again. More colors. It's not letting me. Oh, you know what? I might not have the hex coded. Oh, that's it. They want the hashtag. There we go. There we go. All right. Yay. That's kind of cool. That's not a. What was the word you said, Dennis? Fatigue. Thank you. Yeah, that's not fatiguing. All right, so we look at this, and so where is our next headline? I think that's it right there, right? According to this, the next big headline is una vez aceptado la fuerza y fue un momento, pero. Did we miss something somewhere? Okay. La star, la fuerza, mismos. Okay. And the next one is Dios, and ends with cosa. Dios, cosa. Okay. The next one's la fuerza, it lives with nosotros. Oops. Lives with nosotros. Okay. Need another space. And una aceptado ends with superados. Okay, so there is our next. All right, so what I have to do here is this. Okay, and I'm going to change that to that, which is heading 2, and we want to give it okay. Then we go look at our. And the next one starts with C customer bus. C right there. All right, so we have to do that. That's going to be our next heading. All right, so we make it heading 2 and choose our colors. That's it. Click OK. All right. And we look at the rest of this and the rest of that. All right, so now we have the picture of the seagulls. What do you mean, where am I? Are you not seeing me work? Okay. Now we got to put the eagles in. Or not the eagles, the seagulls. Difference between an eagle and a seagull. Seagulls are rats with wings. Eagles are majestic. Okay, so we go here to our media farm and we have our little seagulls. We copy that image location. Come back here. We're going to put that image in there. Click on the little image tool. Remember the 700 rule? We're going to make it 500. 400. We're going to make it 400 because we don't want it to be bigger than above. So that's a design issue. Being it lends itself to a border, we're going to put a 1 pixel border on it. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, and then we're going to continue. Okay, go back to our WordPress. All right, so there's our content. Do you want this signed, Veronica? Your signature, your phone number, your email address, your website address. This is a blog. This is your blog. It's from you. Do you want a signature? Well, I'm reading it, and I don't know who it's from. I think it'd be a good idea that you put your name on there, maybe a link to your Market Hive account. Okay. Okay, and what's your Market Hive account? That's it right there. That's your username. Send me the link. We don't want this to be a mistake. Let's send me the link so we can double check it. We're waiting. Send me your Market Hive link. Okay, I'm going to test it. Make sure this is right. So I'm going to put it in here. Okay, we're going to take your picture too. We're going to put it in the blog. All right, so there's that. And then we're going to also add your photograph right above it. Because you're so beautiful. Such a beauty. View image. Well, view the image. All right. Open. Come on. View image. Copy image location. What's going on? Why won't it show up to me? Okay, you're pissing me off. Oh, that might be why. For some reason I got it messed up. This is a new thing happening because we moved from AWS to the Microsoft, and that's causing some weird thing. I don't know. All right. Well, then I'm going to just save image as, and I'm going to upload it just to get on with the program. I don't need that link. That's a horrible link. What is that? Why do you have stuff on WordPress.com? Everybody here, if you're blogging and you've set yourself up on WordPress.com, everything you did is a waste of epic time, money, and space. You are their at their discretion to terminate your account anytime they want. When somebody's talking about WordPress, like I have here, this is my domain. I loaded the software, WordPress software, into it and created my own WordPress account. This is something I caught Sue doing. When I'm talking WordPress, I am not talking WordPress.org, .com, none of those. Do not build your future on that bubble. They can pop you and destroy all your content for any reason. They think that you're saying something that's Christian, or they don't like your right-wing conservative ideas. Just like what Facebook is doing and all the rest, PayPal, WordPress is even worse. So go get a real domain, buy a domain. It's like a big, huge whopping $9 a year, and load and go get hosting, which is another big whopping $4 or $5 a month, and install WordPress on it. Please. No, it's not faster. All your work that you're doing there, I can guarantee you, it's going to disappear. So don't waste your time there. Okay? Please listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. All right, so what are we doing? We're going to upload. We're going to upload your picture. Select file. There you go. Now it's giving me an error. Is it going to open it up? All right, it opens it up there. Okay, well, see how much fun this is? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make it a cameo. And we're going to start right there at the tip of her nose. We're going to hold down the Alt button, and we're going to create a cameo. Right there. All right. You'll see what I'm doing here. Inverse. Duplicate layer. Delete that layer. Hit enter. Okay. Center it. Now I have to export this out as a PNG so I have the transparency in the background. That is particularly for you, Sue. Alright, so I go to save with the transparency, and I am going to call it Veronica PNG. Save, boom, bang, bang. Alright, I always believe taking the time to do it right. Because in the long run, now you've got this file, and you can now use this to brand yourself, right? Okay, so now we go to upload that, and boom, it should upload without any issue. Here it is. Okay, copy image location. We go to our system here, right there where Veronica Cyan's is. We're going to put the image. We're not going to worry about width and height and all that stuff because we're going to have to adjust it manually to make it look right. Well, and that's something. Okay, so now we're going to make your name bold. Now we're going to take this website address. We're going to copy this. We're going to just say Market Hive in bold. And we're going to make it bold, but we're also now going to make it a hyperlink, which is the chain right there. And we're going to paste that into the chain, and we're going to call the target to go to a new window and click OK. Now she has the hyperlink. Okay. There we go. There's our blog. So now we're going to minimize it back down, and we're going to save it. Open to the public. Comments to the public. Swiping. This is not something you want other people to swipe. Or it is. I'm not going to put swiping on there. So I'm going to click publish. Okay, what I want from you, Veronica, don't worry about what swiping is right now. What I want from you, Veronica, is I want you to write me 20 words on why I should go read this. In other words, write me a real quick little summary on what this article is about and why I should go read it. Don't worry about what is swiping. Just right now, you could do it over in Telegram. You can open up a WordPress or whatever. Write me a quick little summary about this article. Why I should go read it. Comprende? Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go mess with the groups. And I'm going to make a little group logo. I'm going to make, well, I could make that the group logo. I could, couldn't I? Looks like you guys have been busy making your own. Just write me a little summary. You can go back in and change it. Or I just need to I need to now do your autoresponder. So what you're going to do now is you're going to create an email that's going to compel people to go read your blog. So all you want to do is say, "Hey, I wrote about butterflies and seagulls, and it's really important for you to go read it." Link, signed, Veronica. Comprende? See, you get that? You understand? I'm doing this as a demonstration. I don't know what you mean by less than 20 in Telegram. I can write. There are people who write volumes, but please just get it done. Okay, so now my group. I now have a logo for my group. I don't like that unlogoed look. That's really nice, Veronica. Would you please get me the 10, 20, 30 word summary to point to this so I can get your autoresponder, show you how to do the autoresponder now? Another way for you to look at it is this is the article, right? Now, write me a summary on what is the article. Does somebody else understand Spanish? You can explain it to her, Meryl. I need a summary. I need a little article explaining the bigger article. Is that it right there? Es importante saber que Dios está en nosotros. Por lo tanto, le invito a leer este artículo que habla acerca de esto. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go open up Google Spanish to English. Okay. All right, so we're at our email. We're going to go to email autoresponder. Okay, so we're going to create a new one. Autoresponder name. And we got to come up with a name for it. So I'm going to go back here. Entrega one. Entrega one. Entrega one. Entrega one. We need to say 01. Okay, continue. Add email. So our first email, email subject, and enter your message here. So here's our message. And we need the link. And we're going to need the deer. So that's why I put in here the deer. I'm assuming this is what we want. So we're going to take that, put that right here at the top. Hang on a second. I have to desensitize it. It's picking up formatting from that. All right, so there we go. There we go. There we go. I hope you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, now we put that in there. All right, so we put capital. And then we put in the name tag. Where's the name tag? Right there. See the name tag? So we're going to copy. I don't know why that's hyperlinked. I have to tell that to take the hyperlinks out of there. It doesn't mean anything. All right, so that's going to be pasted there. That's why the friggin' hyperlink's got to come out of it. Jeez Louise. My work never ends. If some of you sometimes sense in me a little anger or frustration or whatever, this is why. Why this goes all the way back to Mike Darling did this. And I asked Hodgkiss, get rid of this. Didn't do it. It drives me crazy. Because you go to copy it, then you got the hyperlink in your email. Just grief. All right, so you want me to change this to Cuerdo Amigo. Okay, we'll do that. So just be patient with me. I'm a human. I get really frustrated with people. What the heck? I don't want that either. All right, so I have to go back here. You know, engineers. That copying out of the conference room like that and it turning blue. I would have caught that a long time ago. I wouldn't allow that to happen. But you know, I didn't design this conference room. Hang on a second. And then we're going to go get the link to that. Okay, so we got to go to blogs. My blogs. Come on. Come on. There's the link. The link will be up here. Copy that link. Go to the email. Paste the link. And hyperlink the link. So you put the link and you put the link. And you make the target a new window. Okay? And then we hit enter and we name it Veronica. That's it. We don't need to go any more further than that. That's it. All right? That's your first autoresponder. We have to put in an email subject, and the email subject would be that right there. So we copy that. See how that looks different? Remember I was saying you make this smaller so it fits that, but it's going to be different. Blah, blah, blah. That's what I mean. Okay, so now I go back to the email. We put the subject in there. Interval. There's no interval because this is the first one. And we click Save the Email. Now, when I go to set up a capture page, and I create a new capture page, it's going to want to know what autoresponder do I want to go out with this capture page. This is where I would choose it. It would be in here. Entrega 01. Okay? So now I'm going to go back to my email. I don't know if Entrega 01 is what I want. So I'm going to go to my Entrega 01. Entrega 01 is the name of the first of the batch of emails, right, Veronica? So I want to change it from Entrega. I can't change it. Well, we're stuck with that. All right, anyway. That's it in a nutshell, the way to do it. So now back to the theory of what we're doing here. We're sending out an email. That's as simple as that. That's the email subject. So when that email shows up in your email folder and you open it up, it tells you enough to just click the link. This will go through 100% of spam filters. It will pass through them all because it's simple, it's clean, there's no code. And I mean, if you want to add some code to it, maybe you want to make that bold. So you click on making that bold, make that bold, click on that, making that bold, and that's it. Now, you make another email letter, you do a blog, just like we did. Then you do a summary on that blog, and you make that email number 2 by updating the email and then going in here, add an email, and add another one, and add another one, and add another one. Do you have another one already set up, Veronica? You said you had 11 of these, right? Okay, well, it has been 1.5 hours. I do need to go do some things. We could do webinar number 2, and we could do the next letter for you maybe tomorrow, maybe later today. But does everybody understand now what I'm talking about, making autoresponders? And I have people say, oh, it's so complicated. It's so complicated. Well, you want to know what complicated is? Go into Google and set up Google AdSense or set up tracking over there. Or just set up your own domain email over there. Go do something in the Google back office. The Google back office, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest and 1 being the easiest, MarketHive is a 3. Google back office is a 400 million. I have to hire experts who sit in there and try to figure out how it works as well to help me get something done. Because I don't have a week to figure something out. So what I'm trying to tell you here is I am sensitive to the complexity of marketing on the internet, and I have made it as simple and easy and intuitive to do. And this should be simple and easy and intuitive to you. It doesn't mean that you just think it happens. You're going to have to go figure it out, Sue. But if Sue could figure it out, everyone else can. Sue has been the most difficult person. I've actually built Market Hive in her direction because she was just the worst possible customer we had in Beartech. She belly ached and bitched all the time about how complicated it was, and she was right. And so I used her as the gerbil in the web to help me make this system so that it was intuitive. So Sue, what do you say? Could you talk? I'll stop the recording now.